shows such as comedy or talk shows. So think about all of them, okay? About the ones you like, the ones you don't like, and tell me, what is your current or favorite TV show or movie? So, what is something that nowadays it's getting your attention that you are maybe watching it, etc., etc. So, Jonathan.
Well, about TV show, my favorite TV show is The Walking Dead, and the movie, I don't know, maybe it is between Spider-Man 1 or Venom.
Okay, so different options, right? Excellent. I think I haven't seen Venom, but I've heard of it. All right, Aaron.
Uh, a good TV series that I recommend a lot. It's called Falling Skies by Steven Spielberg.
Falling
And
Skies.
yes, and if you like the interesting history documentary, you can watch what you can watch a documentary called the history and evolution of the tank.
Okay, even documentaries. All right. Thank you so much for that, Aaron. Anyone else that wants to share your TV shows or favorite movies? So I don't know why, but it brought my attention, even though I did watch the novela from Betty La Fea. I'm watching the one that it's the Colombian version. It's cool. I like it. And that's what I'm recently taking a look at. Okay, well, with that being said, what will be Vivir dos veces? Oh, okay. Haven't heard of it, but sounds interesting. Vivir dos veces. All right, Omar. Thank you so much. So, with all this being said, what's gonna be the topic for today? Jonathan?
Talking about our favorite TV shows and movies, maybe.
Yes, excellent. So, yeah, today we're gonna be talking about entertainment, things that you like. You're gonna have a space to share all the programs, the TV shows, the movies, series, anything that you watch or you like. Maybe you can find someone that likes that as well. Now, we're going to start with this vocabulary, and this can be kind of the classification of different, I would say, categories that you can find under movies or under TV shows. So, why don't we make three lists, okay? One list will be about the vocabulary that describe movies. Another one will be describe TV shows, and another one it's gonna be about both. Okay, they can repeat obviously in each category, and at the end we will see what classifications do movies and TV shows have in common. Okay, so let's make a list of the ones for movies, the ones for TV shows, and the ones for both. I will give you maybe like 3 to 5 minutes and then we will begin.
Teacher, one question. We have
Yes.
to we have to put the answers on chat or only on notebook.
No, only on your book. You have to keep it to yourself. We will have a space to mention them.
O- Okay, thank you.
All right. Thank you. All right. So, you want to do the first one for movies? I don't.
For movies, it's from le- right, it's animated movie.
Okay, it can be animated, right? Yes.
Yes.
What else?
So, something can be something else that can be a movie. It's and TV show. It could be horror.
Okay, so horror would be for a movie and a TV show, right?
Yes.
All right. Excellent. Thank you, Aaron. Jonathan,
Uh, what can I say? TV show or movie?
whichever you prefer.
Okay, okay. Well, I can describe.
Sorry, Jonathan, I cannot hear you.
Okay, okay. My microphone. I don't know why didn't my microphone deactivated, but well, uh, I have for both horror, comedy, documentary, drama, romantic comedy, and science fiction.
Romantic comedy and science fiction. Okay, great job. Thank you. What else? What other words can go with movies, TV shows, or both? Ismael.
For TV shows only, I put talk show, documentary, reality show, and game show.
Okay, excellent. Thank you so much, Ismael. All right, so here we have for movies kind of all of them, except for the ones that it's about talk shows, game shows, TV shows, reality shows, I'm sorry. And then the ones we have for both can be comedy, documentary, drama, science fiction, and thriller. Otherwise, musical, we have movies that are musicals. We have movies that are science fiction. We have comedies, right? Romantic comedies, animated movies, etc. So let's go ahead and continue. And we're not going to do this part because I think it's not that much important. But what about if we put the classification of these words and I'm going to post them for you? That way we don't have to go back and forward. So go ahead and take a look on the words and then match them obviously according to the text, okay? I'm going to be sharing you the words. There you go. So let's go ahead and fill the blanks with the correct wording about the types of TV shows or movies, okay? 1 minute or 2 minutes for that. All right, let's go ahead and fill the blanks. In this matter, I would need for you to, for example, if you're doing number one, read number one, but then continue like all the way before it gets to the second blank. Okay, that way we can fluently go along with the text. So, Aaron, go ahead and do number one.
Yes, sure. When I was 18, I was on a game show and I won $2,000. That was my first time on TV. I really like I really like it, so I tried out for a small part in a TV series and I got it.
Thank you. Next one, number two, Jonathan.
It was science fiction, and my character traveled through time.
Excellent. And then it says it was so cool. Fernando.
It was so cool. After that, I did an horror movie. I continue or I stop right there? Because
Yes,
it
continue,
say,
please.
okay. I am not as crazy about scary stuff usually, but it was better to act in it than to watch it. I think I want to try something later next time. So, and I think so.
Thank- Yes, thank you so much, Fernando. And next one, Ismael.
Something fun like a romantic comedy where my character falls in love with a celebrity.
Thank you. Armando.
Where my character falls in love with a celebrity, or maybe a regular comedy where I get all the laughs, but I don't think I will do.
Okay. Do you want to finish it, Armando?
Yes, but I don't think I will do a musical. My singing voice isn't that great.
Excellent. So yeah, me neither. I don't think I could be doing a musical. All right, guys, thank you. Let's go ahead and continue. Now, here we have an article and it talks about big screen and small screen. So, what would they mean by that? Let's go ahead and take a look. I would need three people to help me out reading it. And then we're going to focus on what's the meaning of a small screen or a big screen, okay? So, three people that wants to help reading the text. Alan, you will read the first part from use it all the way to laptop. Jonathan, you will read the second part from many viewers all the way to good thing. And Jose Armando, you will do the part here in blue. Okay? So let's begin.
You sit down after a long day and open an app on your smartphone. What are you doing? What are you going to watch this time? Maybe an episode of your favorite game show or soap opera? Your roommates are on the couch using a tablet to binge watch episodes of a popular drama series. Your friend tests you about the documentary she's watching on her laptop.
Many viewers think that personal devices are as good as TVs. We watch a lot of movies and TV shows on the small screen instead of the big screen. But is it the same? If you like science fiction, you probably love special effects. The way monsters look or the way spaceships fly through the air. But on a phone, the effects aren't as exciting as they are in the theater. Watching a horror movie at home isn't as frightening as watching it in a dark theater. Also, maybe that's a good thing.
Do you like watching shows on your device as much as watching on a big screen? Maybe it depends on the genre. Nothing is as much fun as watching reality shows on big screen with your friends and laughing together.
All right, guys, thank you so much. So let's go ahead and take a look. As you can see, they did use some of the vocabulary. We did watch in one or two slides before this, but what do they mean by small screen? So when they say small screen, what do they mean? Ismael?
It means a cell phone, a tablet, or maybe a little laptop.
Cell phone, tablet, maybe a small laptop. Okay. And what about the big screen? What does big screen means? Alan.
It means, well, it's referring to television or even the, how do you say, the screen of the theaters, movie theaters?
Excellent. So yeah, it's more like movie theaters, right? Yes. So moving forward, so big screen, it's on the TV or a movie theater. But now, based on the different things that they mentioned, where do you think, or do you think there's an influence on, depending the show or the movie, it will be the type of screen where you watched it? For example, like where would you watch a TV show or um, a series? Where would you watch it? If you get to watch, I don't know, a series that you are so into that, where would you watch it? In a big screen or a small screen?
In a big screen?
Okay, all right. What about the movies? If a movie it's released, you will obviously go to
To the movie theaters?
maybe to the movie theaters, right? So depending on your the programs that you watch or the type of show or the type of movie, it's where you're gonna be looking it at, right? For example, I don't know, I can think like a soap opera that I will watch it maybe in a phone, or a series. I can watch it here on my phone because maybe not everyone in my house likes the series that I'm watching. So it all depends, right? Now, here we have some words. Here we have some words and some definitions. They use these words on the article actually. If you go back to the article, you will find these words. So why don't we try to match the words with the definitions that are provided here, and we will share them all together, okay? I will give you maybe 3 minutes for this, and then we will start sharing them. All right, let's go ahead and match the answers. So, number 1, episode. Octavio.
Number one, letter A. Set of a television broadcast using the same characters but in different situations.
Okay, well, that is only one episode. Think about the other options.
All right, I see. One of the parts of a television already program.
Yes, excellent. Thank you so much. Let's go to the second one. Ismael.
Number 2, series. Set of television broadcasts using the same characters but in different situations.
Yes, that'll be A, right? Thank you. Number 3, Fernando.
Binge watch. Watch a lot of episodes in a short amount of time.
Yes, how many of us are like that? Alan, number 4.
Is people who watch TV or movies.
People who watch TV or movies. That's us right there, right? And number 5, Armando.
Genre is letter B, a style of TV show or movie.
Yes. All right, so very easy peasy, right? Let's move on. Now, one of the things that I want to mention to you on this topic is that sometimes when we're talking about, in this case, TV shows or movies, we tend to compare, right? Has that happened to you that maybe you're watching one of your series and then that series comes to the end and then you start watching another one and it seems like they have the same character or the same actor, obviously with a different role or maybe a similar type of series that you might kind of like better the other one than the one that you're recently or actually watching. So therefore, for that, we tend to use comparisons, right? We compare one from the other. Sometimes it can be the same. Sometimes it can be one more than the other, right? So for this matter, we're going to be looking at comparisons using as, an adjective, and as to say two things that are the same or similar. So for example, I don't know, I think of maybe Jim Carrey as an actor. Obviously, I love those type of movies, and I would say that Dumb and Dumber, the first movie of Dumb and Dumber, is as good as the second part of Dumb and Dumber. I don't know if you have watched those movies, but I feel like the two movies were basically the same. So I would say Dumb and Dumber was as good as, and then Dumb and Dumber Part 2 or something. So, however, sometimes when we want to compare, but maybe one was better than the other one, we first introduce the thing that it's less and then the second thing. So, for example, I don't know, let me think. Again, with Jim Carrey, I would say The Mask and Liar Liar. There's two movies. So I think that The Mask, I'm sorry, I think that Liar Liar isn't as good or as funny as The Mask, characterized by Jim Carrey or something. So when we want to make a difference, we first put on the first place the thing that is less, the thing that you don't like that much. And at the end, it goes the one that you really, really like a lot. Okay. So, for example, here they're giving us like the news is as good as the first series. The new series is as good as the first series, or it is not as good as the first series. Or as you can see, we have like the subject, the verb, but then we have the word as, the comparison as, and in between that, we have an adjective and then again as, and then at the end, we have just the complement of the second thing you want to mention. All right. So any questions on this? Any doubts? Any complaints? Or if everything is clear, thumbs up, please. All right, so let's go ahead and move forward. Now, with this being said, let's go ahead and complete some rules here. So why don't you help me with number 1? The first rule. So first one, Jonathan.
As, does, as means the same as.
Yes, so whenever we have as, a space as, we are basically talking about the same one, right? Thank you, Ismael.
Not as means less than.
Less than, right? We first have to include less than. Less than, and then at the end, it goes like the second part that you're talking about. All right. So why don't we do some small exercises? Here we have, like we need to rewrite depending on the situation, if they mean the same or if one is less than the other. For example, in the first one says the first season, it's better than the second season. Obviously, we know that the less, it's the second season. So we will start by saying the second season isn't as good as the first season. So work on the next 3. I will give you 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and then we will see what you got for that, okay? So 2 minutes or 3. All right, let's go ahead and do number 2. Ismael.
Number 2, the first season and the second season are very good. The second season as good as the first season.
Okay. So is as good as the first season. All right. Number 3. So who would like to do number 3? Go ahead, Alan.
The first season isn't as good as the second season.
Let's try number 3. Let's try to include the word special effects. So for number 3, let's try to include, yes, the comparisons, but maybe also including the words of special effects. So how would it be? David Navarrete?
In the third one is the first season isn't as much a special effect as the second season.
And instead of much, many, since it's countable. But yes, excellent. As many special effects as the second season. Thank you. And the last one, number 4. So number 4, what would it be? It says, I like watching the first season more than the second season. So if the preferred one was the first season, how would we distribute the comparison here? So how would it be? I like the watching the first season more than the second one. So that means that did he like or didn't like the second season? Yes or no? No, right? So maybe we can start by saying I didn't like watching the second season, and how would we finish it? Yes, as what? As much as the first one, right? Or yeah, as the first season. So maybe as a first season or as much as, because remember we're putting an adjective in between, right? So let's go to the next part. Another exercise. Now here, we're gonna take a look on the sentences. We're gonna see whether they're true or false. If they are false, we have to change them in order to make them true. For example, tablet screens are as big as TV screens. So we know for sure that that is false because obviously a TV screen it's much bigger. So therefore, in order to change, to make it true, instead we could write tablet screens aren't as big as TV screens, okay? Let's do number 2. What will go on number 2? First of all, is it true or is it false? Ismael.
It is false, and the correct way maybe it's birds cannot fly as fast as planes.
Yes, excellent. All right, so next one, number 3. Thank you, Ismael. Number 3. What would it be on number 3? Octavio.
The third one is false. And the sentence will be movies are as long as series. No, as mm,
Or maybe we could say that the sentence is true, right?
yes.
And we wouldn't need any change. Yes. Because yeah, I mean, unless that it's a movie, well, I don't think any movie it's longer than a series, depending on the time, right? So there that will be. Thank you, Octavio. Next one. Number 4. True or false? Jonathan.
It's true.
It will be true, right? So buses don't have as many seats as the movie theaters. Thank you so much. Next one. Number 5. What about number 5? Ivan Murbato?
It's true.
So number 5, it's true?
No, it's false.
It's false, right? So how can we change the sentence to a true statement? So how would we make it true? Do you want to try that, Jasmine? So what would it go first?
Teacher, the number 6?
Well, yeah, go ahead and do number 6.
Okay, the number 6 is Alejas as much water as an ocean is false. The correct is a lake like Hazen has much water as an ocean.
Okay, so we could add instead of hasn't, it's does not has, okay? Does not have, I'm sorry. So thank you so much, Jasmine. And going back to number 5, let me write your name so I won't forget. David, do you want to try number 5 to make it a true statement?
Yes, miss. I think it's shows are more expensive as socks.
Socks are not expensive. So it would be like the least one. So socks are not expensive, and then as shoes, because shoes, it's the one that it's expensive. All right. And yes, here we go. It's kind of confusing, right? Always remember that whenever you want to compare something that it's better than the other, first we have to put like the one that it's not, like the less one. So if socks are the cheaper ones, we can put socks at the beginning, and we will know that at the end are like the best ones. So in this case, they're the expensivest ones are the shoes instead of the socks. So that's why we put the socks first, and then at the end of the sentence, we put the shoes. I don't know if this makes sense. Thumbs up if everything is clear. Raise your hand if you have a question. All right. So with that being said, I would like for you to now make your own sentence, okay? You're gonna do 2 examples, not only one, okay? 2 of them. I only put 1 example, but you have to write 2 examples about 2 movies, series, TV shows, whatever you have watched that have either a similar story or the same actors, okay? So compare them, as you know, using not as, adjective as, or as, adjective as, okay? Depending on what you're comparing. My example, it's specifically from the actor Gael Garcia. And my sentence is, the movie Old with Gael Garcia was not as funny and entertaining as the Rudo Cursi movie. Okay? So for me, the funniest movie was Rudo and Cursi, so that's why we put it at the end. And the least one that was not that funny was Old, right? So you're gonna come up with 2 examples. You can compare actors on the same actor on different movies, or 2 similar stories of movies or series or TV shows, whatever you feel that you want to compare. But don't forget to use the comparisons as, adjective as, okay? Any questions? And this one, it's gonna be shared on the chat, and that will take count as participation, okay? So If you have questions, please let me know. If not, let's start with your 2 examples and share them on the chat once you're done. All right. Thank you so much, Omar. And yes, the Fast and Furious movies are not the same as they used to be in the beginning. So that's a good one. Okay. The movie Spider-Man Homecoming with Tom Holland is as interesting as the Spider-Man Far From Home movie. All right, Jonathan. Thank you. Okay. Next one we have is Armando. Okay, so it's not as movie science fiction. Okay, I like that comparison. Yes. I totally agree with you, Armando. I stopped seeing Shrek until the third one, and because that was like, I don't know, it wasn't like the best one. And then I end up not watching the last one. So yeah, movie Rush Hour one was great and more funny than Rush Hour. Okay. So maybe in order to make it a comparison, according to what we're looking at, the movie Rush Hour is so maybe the movie Rush Hour 2 is not as great and funny as Rush Hour 1, maybe. And then the same thing as the second one. Let's remember to use the words as, adjective, as, okay? Joaquin Phoenix as Joker versus, oh, okay. Okay. The first one. Yes. Totally agree with you, David. Thank you. And then we have Ismael. Spider-Man No Way Home doesn't look as young as Spider-Man in 2000. Yeah, definitely time has passed by. Avengers Endgame duration as many. Infinity War. All right, Ismael. Great job. Okay, I will continue reading your sentences. In the meantime, we will do this very last activity. in which all you have to do is talk about your TV shows, your movies, anything that you like, that you are currently watching, or that you want to watch again. Anything in general. Maybe you can go by categories, you can go by actors, you can go by movie types, movies in general, TV shows, whatever you want to talk about, that will be discussed in your teams, okay? So we're gonna go to our teams and we're basically going to talk about your favorite shows. Which one do you like? And also you're gonna compare and see if any other of your classmates also like the show or the movie that you like. All right. This is gonna be a basically about kind of sharing your interests on series, on movies, on TV shows, on soap operas, etc. Okay? So let's go ahead and get that discussion going on. I will give you 20 minutes. I need for everyone to join your teams because I'm going to be taking the names of the people who are not in their teams, okay? So please make sure to go to your team and start discussing about it. And then try to look if there is something that you can find similar to your classmates, okay? You can go by any category that you would like, okay? So maybe the thing in common with your classmates is that you love thriller movies. So that could be one thing, okay? So try to see what do you have in common, but at the same time share what you like, okay? So any questions or is everything clear? If everything is clear, thumbs up, please. Okay, so let's go to our teams and start discussing, guys. So go to your teams. Go now. Hello, hello. So everyone, it's coming back to the general call. We're gonna just briefly discuss on what things you had in common with your classmates, maybe some relevant movies or things that you discussed, and so that everyone can have a chance to share it, okay? So let's go ahead and start. I don't know if I have team number 4. Team number 3. Team number 2.
Yes, miss, we are here.
Okay, do you want to talk to us about it?
Yeah, we discussed about series and movies, and Omar said to me he really liked Star Wars and Breaking Bad or series, and I say to him I like horror movies, and maybe my favorite movie is Spider-Man, and we have in common that we likes Malcolm in the Middle and Drakey Josh.
Okay, yeah, that's part of our childhood. I remember when, I don't know if they still put it on Channel 5 or what it used to be Channel 5, but yeah, we would see it like every evening, right? Okay, thank you so much, team number 2. Excellent. Team 1. Team number 1.
In our team, we discuss the TV shows are superior than the movies because it's more time from entertainment.
And which was it? I'm sorry.
We mentioned series like Euphoria.
Truly sorry. I cannot hear very well. I don't know if it's myself. Would you like to write it, please, on the chat? Then I can check on it. All right. So in the meantime, that team 1, it's writing it down. Let's go with team number 4.
We talk about the movie Forrest Gump, and I think that it has like a message. And then someone say about Game of Thrones, and he recommend. And then I start talk about a series of Amazon that is called The Boys. And then we resolve that we have like a little in common. So we start to talk about The Boys, and then David recommend another animation and one animation of a series called Invincible. Like it's like similar to The Boys, but in cartoon. And then we are talking that in June, I think, is going to start a new season of The Boys. And yeah, we have become on that series, The Boys and Invincible.
All right, excellent. Actually, this is the second time that I heard the voice, about the voice. Honestly, I haven't watched it, but at the beginning, I thought that it was about the TV show of The Voice, right? But okay, so it's in Amazon. Excellent. Okay, so David, oh, Euphoria. Sorry, I apologize. It's because there was like this background noise and I wasn't able to quite hear very well. But yes, I've heard of Euphoria as well. People are commenting on that, and now there's a second season. Well, I didn't know that. I need to actually um try to catch whatever I'm missing on series. I think I haven't had that much time. All right, guys, thank you. And I think I'm only missing team number 3. Do we have team 3?
Just teacher, nobody on the team likes the Exatle TV show. In series, Yvette, Alan, and me would like the series of The Walking Dead and also had DC movies. It's as good as Marvel.
Okay. So nobody likes Exatlon. Exatlon. Okay, interesting. All right. So I actually did watch The Walking Dead. I don't know if I got to see all the seasons. I don't know if I was on season 5 or 6. I forgot, but yes, it's a good TV, a good series, I would say. Okay, guys. Well, just to wrap up today's class, I just wanted to for you to tell me, what did you learn today, or what did we talked about today? Before you go. What did you learn today, guys? Or what did you remember from today's topic?
Well, in my case, I'll learn I can change the order of the words or make how can I say different way to compare things. Like the example of the shoes and socks. I never thought I can put first sock and then the shoes. So that's new for me.
Okay, so maybe knowing that when you are using comparisons with the words as, adjective as, the less thing goes first and then the better thing goes at the end. Yes. Aaron?
Say the same. The grammar about how to use comparisons like as and not a different way.
Eh,
Another way to how to compare things.
Okay, another way, right? Yes. Maybe not only using this is greater than this one, but also as good as this other, right? The different way to use as, yes, definitely, Omar. Thank you so much. All right, guys. Well, if there's nothing else, I think with that, we will conclude our class. Thank you for being here today, and I'll see you tomorrow. So have a great day, guys. See you tomorrow and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you, miss. See you tomorrow. Take care.
Thank you, you too. See you tomorrow.